Dreamers Welcome Podcast.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast. We are back live from the Dreamers Den, man. I'm back here, bruh. Been a crazy summer. Shouts out to everybody who been supporting the podcast. I know what it is, man. I'm just steady riding this wave, man. But I have somebody today. We was just saying it before the camera cut on. Like, it's crazy we ran into each other. We started off in the same city. We live in different cities. And then, ironically, just how the universe synced it up. I got my companion, somebody that I literally started doing music with. He was somebody that seen it from the beginning stages of not even knowing what to do. My nigga been rocking with me for a while, and you know, just to see us progress and doing what we doing, nigga, I commend you for that. You always been a supporter of me, bro. Introduce yourself for the people, man.
Flowers. It's Nellzo from the Double O. Act like you know, act like you slow. Rocking with my boy PESO.
Say that.
Hey, man.
My nigga.
You know the vibes, man.
The vibes is good.
How you been, man?
I'm chilling, man.
Nigga, I'm actually excited to see you, bro.
My nigga, it's been
for real, like in the physical. You know, like we live in the internet like world, and you know, it's just like sometimes we could you know, lose touch. So it's like, well, we never lost touch. I could hit you anytime.
Anytime. Numbers don't change. Everything been the same. I think the last time we physically seen each other was I shot for you, I think in Charlotte. It was you and what's the little homie name with the dreads? That's my nigga.
Yuppie.
Shouts out to Yuppie. Yeah. He was
yeah,
cool.
it was actually we did that green light joint.
Yeah.
Downtown Dayton. It's probably been about 4 years.
Was that in Dayton? It was in Dayton.
Yeah.
I remember shooting.
We did Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And in Fayetteville, we did Black Lives Matter in Fayetteville.
Had me down literally next to the cotton fields. I remember.
You want to know something crazy?
What up?
I was actually born in Fayetteville.
Really? You just found that out, or
nah?
You already knew.
I've been there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was born in Fayetteville and moved to the city probably about like 3 months. Like later after that, my pops was in the military in Fort Bragg.
Okay.
Yeah, so like when we went out there, you know, this right after Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, and Michael Brown got killed by the police. I just felt like I had to do something, and you just hit me at a weird time. It's just like the way that we aligned. Like just before the camera came on, I seen 111. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like that's just the type of time that we always been on. It's always been perfect timing, and if you know, you know, and we'll tap into that. But yeah, I was born there, man. That's crazy. I'm from Vietnam. Well, I'm born.
You know, it's crazy. I don't be telling people because my dad, he was in the military too, and I was actually conceived in California, but if they didn't move, I could have been raised in Oakland. Like if he didn't choose to come back here.
Word.
So, you know, it'd be crazy how the shit could have went, but I wouldn't ask it to be changed no other way than how I was born here, the people I met here.
Yeah. Did y'all move around, or like did you go city to city?
This was it. And it was the last stop, I guess. And then it just was like, shit, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't ever tell nobody, but I be thinking about that because you know, you meet so many different people around, and I met a lot of cool people just outside of Dayton from living in different places, but it's like I wouldn't change it from the people who I met here that made me who I am, and just getting the different piece of characteristic or personality from everybody from when we was doing shit starting off to now though. Yeah. So, you know, it's pretty dope, man.
Yeah. Upbringing, man.
Yeah.
It's what makes you, it's what molds you into like who you are. And when we decided to leave the city so many years ago, we ain't skipping, but I think we need to take it back a little bit.
Nah, we going back.
Let's go back.
So let's go starting off. You say you know we gonna tap into you for the people who don't know too much about you. Born in Fayetteville, you came up here to Ohio. You said that
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, back and forth. My mom, she couldn't take me back and forth on the plane.
Okay.
So like they just told her I had a baby down there and it was me.
Yeah.
So like So like I was Vietnam, and it's kind of weird because I went to college in North Carolina at Shaw University, Southside, Raleigh, and I just never thought that I would be growing up in North Carolina. I was born there, and I like grew up in the city. Like far as my upbringing was in Dayton, Ohio. Yeah. So when I moved down there, everybody called me Ohio. Nobody don't even know that. Right. But I wanted to provide that information because now it's time to like just really speak on a lot of things. You see what I'm saying, and just show more of me. So it's just like we're gonna get a lot of wows and oohs and ahs.
Let's do it. Man, so everybody got a different way of looking at the city on their upbringing, but how was your childhood in Dayton? Like, what was you what was you actively doing when you was coming up? Like, how was it growing up here?
Word. So, shoot, man, I'm originally from Dayton View, from the West Side Nellzo. We moved over to Western Manor, and then I moved over to Westwood, and then my other grandmother, she stayed in Greenwich Village, but everybody from Crown Point.
Word.
So I don't know the viewers or if anybody from the city know what Crown Point is. That's what Route 4 is now. You see what I'm saying? So that whole area, Crown Point, a lot of old school know that. So yeah. So like that's I'm
Dropping
talk
knowledge though.
Yeah, I gotta talk facts. So yeah, that's what it was. Upbringing was cool. If you know Dayton View, you know it was rough. Went to Edison. You see what I'm saying? This back when Summer Courts, the projects is right down the street. I don't know if y'all remember that. That's where Dayton View Academy is at right now, off of Riverview. So I grew up with a lot of people that was that was unfortunate. Grew up with a lot of people that was like adopted. You see what I'm saying? Parents on drugs. Had a lot of friends that didn't have fathers. So it's kind of interesting. Like, you know, you was like, yeah, my dad. You see what I'm saying? Like, by the way, how's Capo?
Capo's amazing. I just got back from Atlanta with him. You know, amazing. Like, just seeing him grow up and seeing his personality grow is something dope. Like, it's kind of like unrealistic at times because I would see some of me and him, and it ain't that cliche of like, oh, I see me and him. It's really like, damn, like, you got a sense of humor. Like, he be on this fly shit. He be like, I want to be fresh like you. So
I see it.
Yeah, so I
just see it.
Man, that's my dog, bro.
I see it. I've seen it. I've seen you in different parts of life, but like when I seen you with your son, man, it was just like I admired it so much because it's like, you know, I came up with a dad, and you know, I kind of see envy for even having a father at one point. You see what I'm saying? Because I never knew that people didn't have dads. Like,
I didn't like.
You know, I didn't know that.
My dad wasn't in my life. Like,
word.
Yeah, like he had. Shouts out to Pops because we cool now. We built a relationship, but coming up, bro, like he wasn't around. Like,
okay.
So when you say like it was a lot of people that you grew up with that didn't have dads, in our neighborhood that was the norm. It was like all we had was like our mothers. Like, or we stayed with our moms, or you know, I had my mom and my granny. I was staying with them, so that was just kind of the norm of like, you know, not having a father. Not sounding like that, but it wasn't significant. It was rare to have kids.
It's common in the hood. It's common.
Yeah, but it's rare to have friends that had both parents in the same household.
Facts.
Super rare.
And I didn't have parents in the same household, but they started off as married and then they got divorced. You know, shout out to moms and pops. I love y'all both, man. But it was the support system.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like I grew up with a mom and a dad, both grandmothers until this day. You see what I'm saying? I got 3 sisters, 1 brother. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I've been blessed. I was around like my cousins and stuff like that. So like, to answer your question, like, you know, my upbringing was dope. It was well-rounded. And then, you know, I was an athlete first. Before the music, before anything else, I was an athlete.
What sports? Or was it well-rounded?
I played football.
Okay.
And I boxed. So like, I
want to get my son into boxing too.
Yeah, it's dope. Like, it's a lot of discipline.
You
see what I'm saying? Because like, I like physical sports. So like, you know, as you know, I'm extremely competitive. You see what I'm saying? So like, you know, I'm extremely competitive, but that's where it started at, you know. So I was at Meadowdale Pee Wee playing up my grade. You see what I'm saying? Like 2nd grade playing with the 4th graders because I always been a tall nigga. You see what I'm saying? So
getting in the field early.
For sure. And then boxing came around. Like my mom's had a boyfriend. Shout out to Ken, man. He was that thang. That's what he used to call it. You feel me? That nigga, he used to call me Nelson. He be like, Nelson, I don't know how you gonna survive in them trenches. Hell's trenches. You feel me? He bought me a little boxing game with like Sugar Ray Leonard on there. Yeah. Duran. You feel what I'm saying? Hagler. All them boys. You see what I'm saying? And I fell in love with it. So we found a gym out there in Dayton Metro, out there Trotwood, like going towards out there Salem.
Oh yeah, and, big homie Samuel. He was over there with his one OG. Right in that little parking lot, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shouts out to my G. I've been up there a few times.
Yeah. So that's where you know, that's where I got my stripes at, like just on that end, and you know, just traveling back and forth from like Cincinnati Golden Gloves, and just seeing a lot of people that that's on Showtime today. Like, do their thing, man. It's just kind of dope being an athlete and competing with people that went far or further than I did. You see what I'm saying? Really competed with these guys and just understand, like, like that energy of being a competitor.
So with the boxing, because it sounded like that was like forthcoming with it, like as if you was gonna just move forward with it. So
man, with boxing, man, I lost hella weight, man. You feel me? I was like, at one point I was low key the fat black nigga. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, and this was like during the rap though. You see what I'm saying? And we gonna tap into that. But like I said, I was an athlete first, and yeah, man, it built a lot of confidence. But I lost a lot of weight. That's a lot of cardio, bro.
Yeah, no.
So like I was trying to like get my weight up for football. I come back, I'm doing collarbines. They looking at me like, yo, Nellzo, you ain't got skinny, bro. Yeah, like you a little too small out here. But like, sure, I still came with that heat. I was still physical. I was still skillful, and I didn't keep my grades up. You see what I'm saying? So, I was the type of guy that played varsity my freshman year. It's documented. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like when you see that confidence, it's just like, nah, I've been doing this for a while.
Been having that confidence for a while, though.
Yeah, for sure.
So you've been playing with the higher ups for a minute.
Yeah. I'm the youngest. You see what I'm saying? Like, almost in any group.
It'd be like that though. It'd be like that, the youngest, but then just having that straightforward mentality. Like, you might be the youngest, but goddamn, I ain't gonna look like it or act like it.
Yeah,
because I'm competitive myself, and I'm short too. So my
you
competitiveness,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you are.
So my shit is like,
I just seen you snap on some other shit. Like, damn, PV, like, you all right?
Nah, bro. I mean,
like, but you humble though.
Yeah,
you're a humble beast.
It was slight Napoleon syndrome down at the same time. It's just like, I don't know. I just small package, but I come with a lot that I just wanted to show, like. That whole underestimation thing of like, little people and short, or even just underestimating people, period, not really understanding their potential. I just was like, nah, I got a lot to show y'all niggas. I ain't gonna get clowned for no short shit. So that's a whole different personal thing, though.
Yeah.
But okay, so we tapped in. I met you through music though. So
facts. Let's talk about it.
But when did the music start for you?
Man, I was in choir. Yeah, I was. I
I
was a choir boy. I was a choir boy at Greater St. John Baptist Church, off the 4. I started off in choir. After that, man, I fell in love with instruments and just songs. So I just started like reciting songs and start making my own. But man, the rap came like I remember my auntie like back in like '99. She gave me a Redman CD. It was Brick City.
Brick City, man.
Yeah, man.
That shit was
my first rap CD, bro. So like I get the Brick CD, you feel me? And it's like I'm listening to it. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to like I was already into it, but I'm trying to find myself because my friends, my childhood friends at the time, like they were like everybody was rapping, like even at school, like I started spitting like around like 11, 12 years old. So I'm at the View, like I'm watching niggas do ciphers and this, that, and the third, you feel me? And I had rappers I liked and I idolized. You see what I'm saying? Like I started off liking Mace, and then it went to like, the Fab. And then what happened was I went up to 14K one day. Shouts to Terry, big dog. I was worrisome as hell, always coming in there, man. Like I used to buy like the Block is Hot CDs and all the Wayne shits, but like I was like, I was really getting into like the art of rap. Like setting up your bars and like talking some shit. So I went in there one day and I asked Terry, I was like, man, like, do you got like any free CDs? He was like, they looked at me like, yeah, bro. Like they over there in the crate, literally a crate.
Yeah,
man. I go in there and I find all the DJ Clue mixtapes, bro. So now I'm like turned.
Yeah,
like. I get introduced.
That was a big deal. That was a goal of mine.
I get introduced to the triangle offense. Ransom, Hitchcock, Stack Bundles, rest in peace. Chinks Drugs, rest in peace. Fab, Joe Buttons, D Block. You see what I'm saying? Mob
rap.
Deep, Big L.
That hard rap.
It was a lot of Hove on there. So like when I first got it, I used to just be working out and shit, man. So like I just started studying and shit. Like I stayed in the basement when I was a kid. So I'm down there doing push-ups and like shadow boxing.
Really getting it in with the music.
For real,
with the playlist
before I start writing.
Yeah.
And then man, I ran into keep in mind I'm in middle school when all this happened. I ran into Dre Measy. You know Dre.
Dre Mees.
Yeah. Big dog. OG.
I just shot a video for.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Him and his brother.
Taiwan.
Yeah.
Shouts
You
out to
know
them.
what's so
Face
crazy?
Land.
So like I meet these guys at Fairview, and I seen them working with some artists, and I was like, man, I rap. You feel what I'm saying?
But and Dre was in that shit.
Yeah, back then.
So he still, but he was a pioneer back then.
Yes.
Like, fucking with the music shit. Crazy.
Super facts.
Yeah.
But he was at Fairview. He was like one of the teachers.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So he was like, I was like, man, I rap. I was kind of nervous and shit. But I knew he was from the hood. He was from Westwood.
Yeah.
He was like, word. Keep in mind, I'm listening to all the Clue shits. Goddamn, I'm kind of turned right now. Like, I ain't even got my bars set up for real. But it's like, damn, I'm like, shit. Like, I just know this nigga got the studio off of Walton. So he invited me. He was like, man, come by the stew. You feel me? I pull up, man. This back when them boys, them D-Cup boys was shooting breadwinners.
Yeah.
So they walking in and out the joint. You feel what I'm saying? So like I ain't even know who the niggas were because they was that much older than me. You see what I'm saying? Keep in mind, I'm only like 11, 12 years old. Like I need everybody to keep up with the timeline. You see what I'm saying? I'm 11. Free him. And I'm watching. So like Dre sit me down. He was like, man, so we gonna make you a beat. I already had my rap together, but he made the beat around the rap. You feel me? And like I had a crazy ass, weird ass rap name and shit. But so I do the joint, and while I'm doing it, his brother was in there, and they just talking. He was telling me, he was like, yeah, like I'm the original T.I. Like I'm a kid. You feel what I'm saying? This is all facts. It's documented. He was like, no, I'm the original T.I. So man, but I get in there, I rock out, man. I do my little song, man. I go back, man. I let my peoples hear it and shit. Back at niggas I knew. Niggas was like, bro, that shit weak, bro. Like, you feel me? Niggas hanging up on me. Like, I'm like, damn. Like, but I ain't let none of the spitters hear me. You feel me? So, like, man, so what I did was I just kept working, bro. I just kept working. I kept my head down. It got to a point where I was, like, sounding like Fad for real. But then that's how I picked up on, like, punchlines and, like, just wordplay. Like, you feel me? So, like, but then I felt like when people wasn't hearing me, that's when I picked up like more like the ransom flow, like just that more aggression.
That's what
so that's yeah. So we about to get into that though. You feel me? So like nigga, we do all of that. That transpired. I'm out of middle school. You feel me? I probably ain't never spit in a cipher at all at the View. I probably spit the niggas that was spitting on the side. You feel me? Niggas had they little fake ass situations and shit. No shade. But I'm saying that niggas used to be like, man, I'm working with Jermaine Dupri and You remember back then, like it was like a lot of like little kid groups and niggas that would been spitting. It's niggas that been doing this, bro.
Yeah,
facts. So it's like that was whatever. So shit, I get the medal deal, and I'm like, man, I already knew who everybody was. Keep in mind, I played varsity my freshman year, so I already know who the seniors is, the juniors is. I know niggas by name but not face. You feel me? So like I get up in there, I get to the deal the first day. Keep in mind, I've been grinding all summer. At this point, I'm nice. I'm fair. I'm gonna say I'm fair.
I heard about the metal deal day.
Yeah. Metal deal. So like my first day, they had a cipher, and I ain't jump in. You feel me? But my boy Reese, shout out to Fat Reese, man. He pulled me to the side. He's like, nigga, jump in that shit. Fuck them niggas. Like, what's wrong? Yeah, he like shit. Like because we stayed in the back of each other in Westwood, so every day we used to spit bars to each other.
So he already know your potential of like.
Yeah, a lot of people did just on the. You remember how that shit used to be?
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, that nigga rap. You feel me?
Yeah, but you just don't want to come out as a typical.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like I don't know what got into me, bro. It was just like, I think it was like after football season, shit. Sophomore year came and shit, man. I came out my shell. You see what I'm saying? It was just like it was the confidence. The confidence was like extremely there. My presence was felt. The cadence. Everything. You see what I'm saying? And niggas respected it. So fast forward to you. You feel me? So we was in Troutwood. My nigga Julio and Ronell, we pulled down on you.
Yeah.
I was in the back seat. And Ronell was like, man, my nigga rap. Nigga, like he was like, my cousin Peso. Yeah. He was like, Peavy, nigga, my P. I was like, Peavy. I'm like, shit. So I hop out. He was like, man, spit that shit, bro. Cause keep in mind, I be in the back seat spitting, like, bro, like niggas are vouch. So I remember I spit right there in front of Granny's house.
Right on the
corner.
Feel
me? You was looking at me like, oh shit. You feel me? You was like, oh shit. It was like, okay.
Nah, cause that was some shit like.
And I know you like bars. I know you hip hop nigga for real.
I was Dipset all
day.
Yeah,
facts, yeah.
So everything you was spitting, bro, like Cause shouts out to Verse. We had Verse on the squad at the time, and he was doing
Shouts to
shit.
Verse, man.
Yeah, and I remember y'all niggas. I think y'all did Brown Paper Bag later on or something. Y'all did some freestyle together.
We did Colors.
Oh, it was Colors. That shit was crazy.
You came to get me from Westwood, nigga. PV hit my horn. He like, yo, where you at? I'm like, nigga, I'm at the crib. Keep in mind, I'm battling niggas every day, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm battling niggas every day, bro, to the point where it's like, I'm running out of bars. I didn't even know if it was okay to, like, keep spitting writtens for real. You see what I'm saying? So, like, you come get me and shit. We get out to the garage. You was like, you want to see Wreck. Nah. PV wanted to see some Wreck that night. You feel me?
I ain't gonna lie, because that was a mixture, like, that's when, like.
You had the camera out then.
Yeah, but that, bro, yo, shouts out to Making the Band with Diddy, because all of that was a mixture of, like, okay, he was putting niggas just in the cage together, like, y'all figure this shit out, but it better be hot.
Facts.
Like, I just used to, like, just really mimic a lot of my icons. Yeah. And I just would put that around the talent that I seen. Because, you know, for real, bro, because I was one of the first, I guess, super independent people that we had built the studio and everything.
Yeah, very innovative.
So it wasn't too many people who had a real personal studio like I did in the garage. So I had tons of people that was like trying to pull up, and how Ronell, shouts out to Cuz, he pulled down on me, and it was a lot of people pulling down because they just wanted to get that experience of just, at that time it was a quality type sound studio I had. So when I came across you,
the quality was immaculate.
Yeah, I remember that day calling you too. I swear to God.
But I appreciate the opportunity, bro. Like I never really got to give you like your flowers, and I don't feel like people give you your flowers, and it's like not even like, and that's just like from a friend level. You feel me? Like I was like I just was able to like build with you outside of like just being a client or somebody that you just work with. You see what I'm saying?
Because it went beyond business.
Yeah.
It's very few people that I still have in my life that I would call a real friend. Yeah. That came from music. Yeah. But you one of them that
I appreciate
just
that.
Made sense.
Flowers.
Yeah, you know. But at the same time, you helped mold me of like shit. I was trying to sharpen the tools around my people purposely so they can.
And we about to get, bro. We got to tap into that part. So, nigga, it's like I get over there. You feel me? We riding in the car or whatever. I see Verse. I didn't even know this is a backstory. Have you had Verse up here yet?
Not yet.
Man, look, his daddy was that guy.
Shouts out to Daryl. Yep.
Yeah. Him and my pops was like tight, homies. Yeah, tight.
Yeah,
he called me. His pops called me a few years ago. He was like, "You know who I am?" I'm like, nah. You feel what I'm saying? But my pops already told me like who he was. Woo. I was like, bro, like I told him the whole story. Yeah. So behind the story, like, you know, when we got to the garage at Granny's house, he was like, man, y'all want to battle and shit. I was like, nah, man. Like I really wanted the opportunity to get on the track because keep in mind, I'm doing like I'm doing ciphers. I'm like
you ain't putting that on wax.
Yeah. Like I was already recording other places, but like, man, you had that quality control. You see what I'm saying? This is dating back to like, oh man,
06, 07.
Yeah, it was definitely 06, 07. So like around that time, so we do the track. The track goes crazy, right? I didn't know that you put out a mixtape.
Oh yeah, I was doing the compilations at the
time.
Bro,
yeah. So many people was like, "Yo, you Trent set?" Bro, I turned that shit on. I heard you, and I'm like, really? Like, but you only gave me the copy that night. I still got that same CD. You feel me? I still got the CD. You wrote Trent set on there, and I was like, damn. But it went so crazy. I just felt like Granny's Garage went platinum, and I wasn't even like an official member. You feel me?
Garage went platinum. Yeah,
like I wasn't even a member.
Platinum records
and niggas, but like everybody associated me with that. But like I said, I was gonna tap into that. Everybody that was a part of the crew already knew, but I didn't know them guys rapped. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, a lot of people say that. Yeah, and I just met them through just we was all in Trotwood.
Yeah.
But then I just took the small circle that I knew that was doing music, and I could tell they was taking it serious. And I didn't know that they were so connected throughout the city with y'all. Because mind you, I didn't know.
Yeah, you was connecting the dots of like the West Side. You feel me?
I didn't know. I knew it was Trotwood.
Yeah. I got
Salem
you.
Mall and I was a real Trotwood nigga.
Nah, I get it.
But with all of these people, they excerpts of who they knew outside the city, and then it started just making sense. And
yeah,
I mean,
but all of them was extremely talented, and once I found out everybody was like doing it seriously, I was like impressed. I was like, damn. But like I said, like Granny Garage went platinum. I wasn't even a member, but it's always been love, and I've always been affiliated with Trendset.
To this day.
You see what I'm saying? It's just like, like even with the visuals, like, like we every time me and PV get together, it's just like, it's just magic. And I mean, we share a vision. You see what I'm saying? We and that's what everything starts with. Yep. It starts with the vision. But yeah, long story short, we went there, we killed it with Verse or whatever. Everybody like, okay, Nellz, but in that same time span, within those couple of weeks, I orchestrated a rap DVD. It was like called Punch DVD or some shit like that. A nigga from the hood, he got it together. He came to me, he was like, man, Nellz, I don't know these rap niggas, and woo woo, like he played ball, you feel me?
Yeah.
He was like, bro, like, man, go ahead and like see who you could get on here. So I reached out to everybody I knew and got everybody a part. You see what I'm saying? Of this visual. Yeah. Because like we was watching like the Smack DVDs and this, that, and the third, but like this is where I discovered like how to take opportunities serious, regardless of what you're going through. Because like even during that time, I think I had like the flu, not prepared, whatever the case may be. But like I was like 15, 16 years old. I just wanted everybody to be a part. You see what I'm saying? So like after I did that, it really bubbled. It bubbled. And after that whole experience, like everybody, I'm not gonna say everybody a part of that DVD, but like niggas, a lot of people flourish from that point. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody went their separate ways, and I was just one of the guys that like graduated high school, and I moved and I went to college. You see what I'm saying? Yep. And like I said, I was on academic probation and stuff like that. With the football joint. So, I leaped out on faith. My auntie moved out to Carolina, and she was like, well, really my grandmother, and she was like, yo, like I don't really think the opportunity is there for you in Dayton. So I think that you need to, head out here and see what's up. And when I went out there, man, it was just like, I've always been the type of person that wasn't like had a local mind state. I just wanted to be global. You see what I'm saying? So like, I went to Shaw University, and the rest was history, man. And I think that's when we did Perfect Timing.
Okay. Hold on. Let's start the camera real quick. This shit going damn good. How you feeling about it?
Oh yeah, everything's straight.
Okay, so before we get into Perfect Timing, I just got one question I want to ask you real quick.
Yes, sir.
Cause the music that we had got introduced to that got us like really wanting to push forward with doing music was like some really crazy dope music. Like you said, Redman. I remember getting introduced.
New York influence music. Yeah, because that's the origin.
Well, for me, it was really Clips, Lord Willing. Okay. That was one of the first CDs. Before that, my mom would play the Marvin Gaye shit in there all around the house. My brother was
I'm a big oldies too, yeah, for sure.
My brother was in the Wu-Tang. But who would you say, okay, because you don't have kids, right?
No, I don't have any kids yet.
So if or when that happens, like, who's a good artist now to play for children that can be influential? At, like how we got introduced to, like you said, your aunt gave you a Redman. What's a CD like? What would be an ideal CD to give my son that's like, yo, this is real music in this day and age?
Man, it's all about the flow. It's all about the sound. And that goes into the algorithms. Everybody got to understand like how social media works and how it influences the music now. Everything is it's off the sounds.
But not even getting that deep though.
Okay.
Not even getting that deep.
Okay.
Just for your aunt to gave you a CD and was like, he's gonna love this.
Yeah.
What is a song now that, or a artist now that I can just play in the car and tell my son like, hey, this is that real.
I think you should provide your son a CD that's acceptable for him and the content of his ears, because that's what Auntie did. What I left out, that shit was edited.
Okay.
It was an edited Redman CD.
But okay, so the artist,
it was an edited version.
So I was trying to get your viewpoint, because the artist that I did him with that was Big Sean.
Big Sean is dope.
That was somebody who I played for him.
Yeah,
like, yo,
he's dope.
This is
bars.
not to put it at that level. Like, don't nobody get it twisted. But Big Sean was like, okay, this shit can be on repeat, like how we used to hear Tupac Dear Mama or something.
Yeah,
like so that was my person to introduce to, like, hey, if you want to hear some real shit, because I remember my dad, when I was around him one time, he played the High remix with Juvenile and Jay-Z.
Okay.
So it just be curious to me of like, okay, the introduction that they was giving us to music. I'm just wondering what parents or any type of influence a kid is getting now of like, hey, what's the first song that they hearing?
I'm gonna say this before the rap, man. Like Mom Dukes used to play the hell out of Pac. Rest in peace, Pac. He's my favorite. My pop's from the West. He from Compton. So I listen to a lot of like Gin and Juice, Snoop. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Q, like
Doggy Style from the back. That was my shit.
Everybody. Like I listen to a lot of people like with pops like from the West. Yeah. So before I even discovered those Clue tapes at 14K, like I was part of the West for sure. Period. You feel what I'm saying? That's where Pops was born. He's from Compton. Yeah. So it's like, you know, and Mom, she had me on Pac. So like really I would just put my child on what I like. Yeah. What I listen to. You feel me? But to bless him, I think the Big Sean, I think he's definitely a artist that's acceptable for
definitely.
How old is Capo now?
He 8.
Yeah, I was around that age for real. I was around that age.
But he was definitely down with the melodies first before he started actually.
Yeah, it's about words. The melodies and that's and like I know you were saying like going deeper to it. It's just like how the algorithms and how we got to monetize this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what it's about. Like I came to not only network, link up with you, vibe out, but like, you know, I came to like monetize.
Yeah, definitely.
You feel what I'm saying?
I remember when you first told me you was getting into that.
Yeah, and that's what I do with my business, Timeless Investments. You know, we Timeless. Yeah, man. You know,
we gonna probably place that too.
Yeah, for sure.
I got it in the mail, by the way.
Oh yeah,
but I put it in my. I got a.
COVID-19, man. Should mask up.
But I ain't gonna lie, I never popped it out the pack because I just got a box of just memorabilia of like. Yeah. Nah, this is like, you know. Entrepreneurship. You definitely gonna be able to utilize this. You know, it's one of those types of merch. Yeah, you see what I'm saying. So when it comes to like merchandise, like that's one one way to monetize. Yep. You see what I'm saying. But like, you know, like far as like I said with the music, these podcasts, I got a podcast coming, Still Grieving podcast. Me and Yuppie, you know, we got the partnership with the Good Grief. Yeah, we're about to start doing the Good Grief testimonies for mental health. You see what I'm saying. So I'm wearing a lot of hats right now. You see what I'm saying? Like outside of the music and like just far as with the Timeless, everybody like, man, what is Timeless? You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, I always tell them like the John 3:16 verse from the Bible. You know, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, and whoever shall believe in him shall not perish, but have a forever and lasting life. I always wanted to live forever. You feel what I'm saying? I always wanted to live forever, but I knew it was impossible. But I'm creative, and you got to understand the life we live. When we did By Any Means Necessary video, me and you in the graveyard, and we went to one of my top 10 videos I've did.
Super facts.
Like
it's actual factual.
Because that sample on that beat, your wordplay on it, and even how we the little triggers that we put in the video with the Bible and everything. It was a very realistic vision of like how you portrayed just how shit be.
Yeah, and that was one of my first times like really like getting real disciplined and like, you know, like losing weight. Like right now we sipping a little bit, but I've been sober for about six months. I haven't smoked or drink like all year. You know,
what was the conversion? I know we got a lot to tap into.
Right. We bouncing, but it's cool.
Quick wellness check for the people who need to understand that, bro. You chose to discipline yourself from not smoking and drinking.
Yeah, and By Any Means was the first time that I did it. If you watch that and you look at my weight fluctuates. So like I lost like hella weight. I grew my hair out for the first time. You know, I popped out with the trench coat with the you feel what I'm saying? Came through the graveyard in the city. You feel what I'm saying? We went crazy, but you know, it was for me, man. Sometimes like you got to beat yourself all the way down, and you got to do things that you don't want to do, like you love them. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, By Any Means at that point, like, you know, sure, I had a couple of L's. Everybody take L's, But it's all about like, shoot, if you're gonna get up and keep going, you feel what I'm saying? That's what the good grief about, you know, taking the good with the bad and the bad with the good, the bad and the ugly.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's how we got into like the testimonies. Like we working that out right now, me and Yup, because like people have suffered from losses and they're traumatized. Like we're living in a traumatized society right now.
Yeah.
You know, like the climate is very murder, kill.
Yeah.
But like far as like everything that I'm doing is positive. I'm giving nothing but positive energy. I don't have like no malice or anything. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, anything coming for me, you know, I'm gonna have to like, you know, I'm gonna run through that.
Yeah,
That's without a question.
You know. The crazy thing about that feeling of traumatized or really depression in a sense, because I was going through that heavy, and it's so hard to get through that. Just speaking for myself, because once you get into like, to me, it's like once you get into that depression state when it comes to like, you know, this, your surroundings are, you know, losing people or things ain't going your way. You get into a depression state, not even knowing that you depressed.
Yeah.
And then when you try to build up out of that shit, it's so difficult to like break that barrier to like have that good vibe. Yeah. But it's so difficult because you so familiar with depression.
Yeah.
That feeling good is kind of awkward in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I just been doing like a lot of campaigns. Like I'm a content creator. That's what Timeless Investments is. Like we focus, our purpose is upper mobility. So we focus on like far as from the social standpoint and the economic standpoint, we want everything to come up. You know, I'm still targeting like, you know, our people. I want our people to come and unify. You see what I'm saying? We got to work together. Like we got to put our differences aside. If we at odds, we at odds. It is what it is. You stay over there, I'm gonna stay over here. Niggas ain't, I don't wake up thinking about nobody but me and my family and what I need to do for me and my life only. You feel what I'm saying? I'm comfortable in my body. Everybody's not comfortable in their body.
But
you
so
see what I'm saying?
What triggered you to kind of put the foot forward to help everybody, like to put that in a position to help people? Like, man, it's kind of like you went from
so if y'all I want y'all to follow Still Grieving. It's still _ grieving. It's nothing but positive content. A lot of y'all probably follow the page and don't even know it's me, but I'm the creator of it, and I'm here for healing. I feel like I'm a healer. You see what I'm saying? I feel like my energy. I feel like anytime somebody's going through something, like you probably went through something, and 10 times out of 10, I told you something extremely positive. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? To be like, hey, PV, like, shake that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like off the dribble. You feel what I'm saying? That's just who I am. But it's just like, you know, growing up, that wasn't cool. Like to like come in smiling and you feel what I'm saying? Like niggas don't want to see you happy. Niggas be like, what you smiling for?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? My mama even used to tell me not to smile in pictures. She was like, shit, that's what punks do. So like niggas came up, niggas came up in a different type of environment. But fast forward, like people, like I said, people are traumatized, and I just always wanted to help. Sometimes I extend my hand further than I should ever extend it. You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking that I'm helping somebody, but shit, you can't help nobody that don't want to help themselves, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't help nobody that don't want to help themselves. So it is what it is. This is like I said, like shit.
With knowing the difficulties of that being said, what still drives you to still want to help people?
Man, because I help myself, and what I want for myself, I want for others. I treat people how I want to be treated. So like even with the content, the whole living good Nellzo, like I travel a lot. That's how I get my inspiration. You know, like we headed to Jamaica next month.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? COVID been crazy. Like it actually kind of took me out the loop with international traveling, but I love to travel. That's how I find my inspiration. But I want other people to do it. I see some people just now starting to travel. I'm the type of nigga like, man, you pull up in a new whip or you got some new shit, nigga. I'm smiling. I'm happy for my nigga.
Yeah.
But it's just like I don't even want to say the culture, because we bigging up the culture, but like sometimes you got individuals that don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
you feel me? Belly vibe. So it's just like, it's
that's just a space of like not showing a maturity or growth that other.
Yeah, like when we got on the like camera rolling, I'm like, yo, I'm really excited to see you. You know, niggas dying every day, bro.
Nah,
you see what I'm saying? Life is shorter than death. Life is shorter than death.
Yeah, I was
Like-
thinking that too because we lost a couple years ago, man. Rest in peace, Black Dave, Bobby No Legs.
Yes, rest in
And,
peace.
That was a loss back to back. My point of saying that is like it really is like a tomorrow ain't promised thing.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
And we're travelers. Like, bro, like you I just flew in from Ohio, just drove my grandmother down to her family reunion to Tennessee by myself with my mama in the car too. You feel me? Pulaski, Tennessee. And I came back and now we here. I just seen you. You was just in the A at the Braves game with Capo. You feel what I'm saying?
Literally.
Like we're travelers. Like, and one of the reasons why we never really get to like link, because I might call you. I'll be in the city. You be like, man, I'm in LA, or I'll be like, you might be in the city, or I might be leaving the city. I'll be like, man, I'm about to head to Miami, and you be like, Nellzo, come on, man. Like, and this was back in the day because you were supposed to do the Inception video. Remember?
Yeah.
You were supposed to do that. And I remember you said something to me, and this is perfect for the podcast, for the Dreamers Welcome. Like PV, like he got on my ass for real. He was just like, yo, like traveling cool and this, that, and the third, but like shit, we supposed to be working. You feel me? Like, but like really I was home to be with my family. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, man, I did the thing with the fam, the music await. You see what I'm saying? But I'm about to head over here to live.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I've been doing that since 2011, but you know, like now it's just like it's therapy. You see what I'm saying? It's too much world not to see it. I actually get upset when people don't travel for real, bro.
Yo,
I'll be like, bro, why you like what you doing?
And that's why I was saying.
What you doing, my boy?
That's why I was saying I love the fact that I can, the choices I made, I'm able to take my son and see these new places because I know what it did to me at a young age, and that's what made me just want to keep going for it. And now just be able to introduce that to him at a young age.
Yeah,
I'm just hoping that he catch that traveling bug, and because I remember my first time even really getting exposed to outside the Dayton, which helped me keep that smile on my face and helped me build up my character because. You know, like when you went to college,
Full Sails.
I went to Full Sail in Orlando.
Yeah, we graduated the same year. We both graduated 2012.
Yep, and that shit made me who I am today.
Facts.
But it's really getting out of your comfort zone, out of your place of what the city provides as a norm.
Yeah.
And not to sound like any other person who be saying that shit, but it's a crazy thing when you come back 10 years later, 3 years later, 5 years later, and you still got people doing the same stuff.
I mean, we just operating at a different frequency. You feel me?
Crazy.
Like really, that's all it is. Like we operate at a different frequency. Like I know your ass be everywhere. You know I be everywhere. So it's just like, bro, what the fuck? like how was Puerto Rico? You feel what I'm saying? Did you hit Cadado Beach?
Yeah, but
you feel what I'm saying? We
can,
can, but we can have these
different
these,
level conversations.
Yeah, different level conversations, and niggas be looking at Cadado. They might think it's a Mexican spot in Dayton. They be like, "Oh, that's the Mexican." Nah, bro, like it's a beach.
That just come down.
That's
to
lit.
But that come down to just taking that leap as far back as it go from hopping into the cipher to taking a chance to go to the Carolinas and go to school. And I commend you for that because it's a lot of people.
And I did it by myself. I ain't go out there with nobody. Nobody like and
that builds character.
And I thank God every day till this day that you know, it was my livelihood. That's why I was saying like to a certain extent I was putting the music on hold, but I kept going. I felt like I should have been more consistent, but that's the whole Timeless brand.
Right.
I'm still here. I'm still standing. I never stopped. We did Perfect Timing and we did Perfect Timing 2.
Yep.
You feel me? I'm waiting on Perfect Timing 3, but it's up to you. It's up to PESO, guys.
Look,
okay,
bro.
because like when Perfect Timing dropped, bro, the marketing on the marketing end, I went fucking crazy. I
remember you sent me that cover. I'm like,
oh yeah. What the Coming Soon joint?
Yeah, but that
and the other one.
And then just the cover period.
You remember the Coming Soon joint had both of us on there.
I don't remember that.
Word.
I just remember the cover is what got me because you know it was a whole.
I kept on coming. You was like, damn, this nigga damn.
But it was a whole other thing. Just to that's when I just got into really mixtape hosting and just see my same hosted by PESO Extraordinaire.
And that's how I became mixtape Nellzo, like Nellz. Like I became mixtape Nellz. But like a lot of original content is coming. I got some shit for you. I'm gonna let you hear after this. For real. Like I got something just for you, and I just know because it's one of them. You feel me? So I definitely want you to hear that. But like I said, Perfect Timing 3, we could do it. You know, I'm still in mixtape Nellzo mode, but like honestly, like I'm really focused on the original content so we can monetize and I could use the music like how it's supposed to because I already got a catalog for real. You see what I'm saying?
You got a better advanced way of how to
how to do it. Like
music,
and that was the whole thing with Inception. Inception was so big. I was working at the radio station in college, so like, you know, I got it on the radio a few times and stuff, and it was like a real hip hop vibe. You know, when I did Inception, I learned I had a situation with BMI, but for some reason, I wasn't able to like get them all the information and this and the third, and then like years later, I seen somebody else try to license the beat because it was only like on the I call beats that's leased on the rented outside. You just rented that joint. It wasn't. It was a rental. It was a rental. You feel me? But it might still be up for grabs. I'm actually in the midst of doing that right now. But you know, you got to do your publishing. You see what I'm saying? And then also they got the content IDs. Like even with the podcast, I want you to look into that. Of course, for information for the viewers, you got to have like at least 1,000 subscribers with YouTube. And over, is it 4,000 or 4,000 watch time
watch hours?
Okay, watch hours.
You know, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, but that's one way.
Yeah.
But you could also find a third party to do a content ID for you, and that's free game. I'm gonna get to everybody because I want to see niggas win. You get a content ID, and they'll monetize the joint for you, but they gonna take a percentage. So like, you feel me? You just gotta.
They doing the work.
Yeah. And you can always do your copyrights and trademarks, like, you know, on your brands. Just because you got a brand, bro, like doesn't mean like, you know, like, oh, I got my business. Woo woo. No, you still need your LLC. You need your EIN first. You need your DUNS number. You need a business bank account. And like this the type of life that we live in and that we've been living. So it's like, you know, I'm trying to educate people on like business credit too.
And it only. Going back to that though,
yeah,
it doesn't even take that much to invest into just establishing.
No, it doesn't.
Beyond the LLC, anybody.
The EIN number is
now.
free. It's free.
Yeah,
it's free. I tell everybody, it's free.
Get an LLC and hold that shit up. That's not the end.
And you got to pay the annual enrollment fee.
Yeah,
every year. So like, just because you got your LLC, you got to keep that thing active.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So like, you know, and then like I said, go get your business your business account. Business is going to do way more things for you than the personal, and that's free game, guys. You know, I'm gonna be holding I'm gonna consult people with this. It's one of my services that I'm doing with the Timeless Investments. I'm also doing lifestyle photography, product photography. Like I said, the Still Grieving podcast coming. So I'm working. I'm working. I'm just trying to provide them services, because when you get a business, you gotta provide a service. Like this right here is a service. You see what I'm saying? Like podcasts, like you could pull up, and this is my guy. You see what I'm saying? It's bigger than music, but I support him, and it's okay to come support your peoples. I want everybody to support your peoples. Don't be looking for no handouts. Niggas got bills to pay. Niggas ain't fucking working no jobs.
In
bro.
other words, everything can be monetized.
Yeah, for sure.
And the best thing about it is like us coming from the not knowing and being able to want to provide y'all with this information.
Yeah,
tap in. I mean, it's two young black individuals that went through it, didn't understand it, and now we understand it. And that's something that, you know, the message that we want to get across to everybody too.
Yeah, and I'm a cool guy. Like, I want y'all to check out the websites. I got timelessinvestings.com. That's the Timeless brand. We got the Good Grief for the culture, ggmpro.com. We got the merch still coming. We got to get people together with the merch. I know everybody wants some grief. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody want
links down there, you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Everybody want the grief, so we definitely gonna push that out. Yuppie been going crazy in Charlotte with the grief. He been putting it into like Dope Duffel. It's a store out there in Charlotte, so it's in stores right now.
Yeah,
and also online. You know,
tell
you
them how long y'all been running with Good Grief,
man.
Because
we've been doing the grief since, I'm gonna say 2014. You feel me? Like we've been doing the grief since 2014. I always had like, you know, my companies. I've always imagined a digital media thing. Like, this is what I do. You feel me? Like, when I was in school, media law class, they already told me that podcasts was going to be a thing for the future. You feel me? That's why I pulled up today. It's just like, it's something that, like, you know, I study. It's something that I know. And that's why I decided to build my company around that, because I was like, man, I can't get a job well, I really can, but you know how it is, like working with entertainment.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I was like, man, let me go ahead and like build my own thing. But like with good grief, like when me and Yup came together, man, we just really shared the vision, and like we was experiencing a lot of losses, man. And but we kept grinding. And I just remember being in the studio, locking in. Shit, we going verse to verse, and man, like like I said, it was 2014. We've been pushing it since then. We really like kind of like I don't want to say originators, because like people been doing shirts, but I feel like it's kind of saturated right now.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like far as everybody, but your brand is your brand. You can still do it. We still do it, but it's about quality. Okay, so like you feel me?
Quantity.
Yes, sir. So like you gotta have that quality. So we coming with that real cloth that is different over here. You feel what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Virgil. People that we idolized, people that we studied, and now it's coming into fruition where we about to like provide the world with it. And so like that's what we did. It was back in 2014. We've been grinding since. We did like collaborations with nonprofits. It's a whole bunch of them guys out there in Carolina, man. Like really, like even though I was born in Carolina, like they still adopted me, because I ain't go to school there. I ain't come up with them, but they show me open arms, man, and it's
ain't
been
on
love.
you. It ain't on you. It's in you, man.
Yeah, it's definitely not
that's
on
one
you.
thing I realized with
it's in here.
Going to new places, and a lot of people don't get embraced being from out of town, but being able to have something to provide for them, they see it.
Yeah. Like I've been able to like touch shoulders with a lot of people, like just over the years, and I'm not even a person that like hit the gram and like go hard. Like I be stiff. You feel what I'm saying? Like I got real relationships with people. It ain't the fact like I don't want to like post up and get a pic. It's about what you doing. Like somebody told me before, like either you gonna get your checkup or your connects up. You feel what I'm saying?
I like that.
Unc told me that. And also, just don't be around just to be standing around, bro. Just because this nigga in this situation and he lit, what are you bringing to the table? What do you do? You feel me? So like I'm a rapper. I'm nice. Like, but they don't care if you could rap anymore. I'm dumb nice. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not even tooting my own horn. It's just it's a fact. It's just like it's not the world that we live in anymore. Where it's just like, oh, that nigga rap. Everybody trying to rap, but it's like what you do. How can you like bring something to the table? So
be an asset.
Yes, sir. So like assets, assets and liabilities. So like so like you gotta have either or. You know what I mean? Like PV, like PESO, like he always had like his connects up. You feel what I'm saying? This is why he can link up and go where he got dealt with, because he's been that guy. He's always brought something to the table. He's always been innovative. Yeah. You feel me?
From engineering to mixtapes to dinner, a little bit of management to the videography and just knowing my place with it, man.
Yeah, right. And sometimes you could like sometimes we burn bridges or we have disagreements with people and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, like none of that shit matters, man. It's
inevitable.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
That's part of the process.
Yep.
Like I know motherfuckers with millions of followers and I don't talk to them no more. Like it's cool. But it ain't like nothing.
It's not judging how you going.
Yeah,
forward.
It's nothing weird that happened with us. It's just like, bro, we in a different place. Like I'm not the same Nellzo from 10, 15 years ago. I'm in a higher place for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm really in a higher place. So it's just like, and it's like I'm very spiritual, man. I just give it to God, and I'm just so in line and so in tune with myself right now. That's just what's going on, man.
Best feeling ever.
Yes, sir.
Man. So before we wrap, man, this is a question that I ask everybody. What is a good quote or a piece of advice that you live off of?
Man, live it up. Live it up. Life is shorter than death. That's how I live. I'm a big pusher on just living, like living in the real world. You know what I mean? It's a blessing to be here in the physical. I want to give you flowers again, bro. Just let you understand and let you know that I appreciate your time. You see what I'm saying? People got to understand it's not money, it's time. Yeah. You feel me? We can't get this time back. So the fact that we could sit down and chop it up for the people,
it's gonna live forever.
and we still dreaming.
Still dreaming, bro. To this day, bro.
Yeah, we still dreaming.
I started this shit over 15, 20 years ago.
And I was there.
And we still dreaming. That's why I just try to embed into everybody, bro. Like, just keep dreaming. Like, you know, real quick,
Yeah, don't
I'm
give up.
dragging it, but real quick, because I remember it's a Jay-Z quote, not verbatim, but in the basis, what he said was like, we all was born with a gift and a talent from God, but it's just up to us to find out what that is.
Yeah.
So that's why you got to still dream, because you might not find that shit. We found ours at an early age.
Yeah.
And then we found more about it as we was getting into it, figuring it out.
Yeah.
But, you know.
And this is our expression. This is how we
Yeah.
fight the world. Like,
Yeah.
you got boxers that throw them things. You got LeBron that's the greatest ever. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, this is how we're creators.
Yeah.
And like, you gotta understand, like, we living in a world of the internet. So like, after we're gone, it's gonna be here, bro. And this is and that's what you know, timeless is.
Yep.
You know, like, you a timeless nigga, I'm a timeless nigga. We still here. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people is still not here in this realm, but it's okay, because this is like life is gonna go on. You feel me? With or without you in this realm, but who knows what's who knows what's next? So like, that's what I'm living with. I get excited about it, because it's like, you know, like, you could be down like, oh, such and such, but like, you don't know, like the soul is still there.
That's why that forever,
You know,
that
the
forever
memories.
set mean way more than
Yeah.
just a hashtag. Forever set is like everything.
Yeah, forever set.
This living forever.
Yeah.
All of this, bro.
Trent said, let's make it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yo,
hey,
I was just banging the mixtape, listening to my intros. I was killing
man,
that. Let's
bring that
make
shit
it
back, man.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
But nah, bro, Nellzo, bro, I appreciate you. I love you to death, bro.
Love you too, bro.
And I thank you for coming here, but more importantly, bro, I thank you just for me pulling up on you to come to the studio that day.
Yeah.
Was more so you helping me sharpen my skills with it.
Really?
Yeah. Why else would I come to Westwood to pick you up?
Man, it was so crazy. I got in that damn booth, and I just know I had to kill that shit, bro.
Yeah, but to me,
And that shit sounds so good, bro.
Bro.
I was like, who is this nigga?
but to me though, bro, you
I was like, who is this nigga?
Iron sharpen iron, bro. And then I just meeting you and Cuz pulling up and everything, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, for real.
And it definitely
Niggas don't even know that story though. Like,
yeah,
for real. I wanted to
right now
document
gonna see
that.
this. He gonna remember.
Yeah, I had a you know, because they be talking shit. You feel me? Like, yeah. Shouts to my niggas,
Shouts out
man.
to Cuz, man. But I
Yeah,
appreciate
Julio,
you,
man. Shit, that nigga, he pulled down.
I appreciate you hitting the platform, dropping the gems,
Yes, sir.
and I'm gonna make sure we got all the links, everything in here for y'all to really get in tune, take gems from this, and just understand it's from two people who come from it in a passionate level, and we only want to grow and want to see people around us grow. So.
Yeah. Nellzo from the Double O, man. The best out. You already know.
You know what it is, man.
Feel me?
Dreamers Welcome Podcast. We in this bitch. Y'all keep on dreaming, and we out.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast.